So what are you not doing? Wow, what a question. So, so yeah. So what you're not doing is really important, I think, to a lot of people. And see, it's like we're always, or at least people are moving in this direction where they're going to get more out of life. They're going to be more. They're going to feel more. They're going to have more. It's about more. So so people are looking for more, and it seems like a lot of people are really obsessed with self sabotage or something like this. And I've even seen it myself a lot. And I learn from that. I reflect on that. I take what is good in order to be fulfilled more. And so it seems like we always want more, especially those starving African children or whatnot. At some points, we might not want more, but generally, people have this inertia headed in this direction or whatnot. Well, a lot of the time, people never really get to that peak that they want to be at. They're always fighting up the hill and then falling back down, and this kind of middle ground struggle where they're halfway there and halfway back, and they just keep doing that. And that's why I started this video with that question, I guess. What are you not doing that's important? It is very important to think in those terms, I think, because I think it's something that you are not doing that you could be doing, which will actually take you there. And I've seen it myself a lot of the time, and I've noticed that over long term, if it's a long term goal, it is habits. It is honestly those habits that create the inertia that start spinning faster and faster and then accelerate us to our goals. And so we have to have those habits. You can call them rituals or patterns or cycles of behavior, just consistent behavior over time. The best advice I could ever give anyone, in my opinion, for succeeding in anything, pretty much, is simply to take massive action. If you want to succeed at something, take massive action and have those habits which will carry you to your goal, to your destination. You need a vehicle that's going to drive you to your destination. You might make it some incredibly effective habits. That's what I would strongly recommend. So it's about what you're not doing. I would say it's about what you're not doing. Although it could be more about what you are doing. Either taking away from what you are doing and adding on to what you're not doing. Putting a structure within you that is going to give you so much more joy. Who wouldn't want that? Who actually wouldn't want that? And, I'm just going to link the idea right now that because of phobias and things like that, it's been shown that many people will rather die than face the unknown, face something that they haven't come into contact before. And the thing is that with the unknown, I think the unknown can be amazing because a lot of the time we actually don't have any idea about the limitations of reality, although we'd like to think that we do. And science, as well as many other areas, are furthering this because we're constantly finding out things that we didn't know. What it means to be human is always being redefined about every 5 seconds because of new scientific discoveries that are coming out. Very interesting stuff. But what if you could actually feel something that is so much better than what you felt? What if you could feel twice as good, 3 times as good, 4 times as good, 5 times as good, 10 times as good, consistently than you do right now or than you have in the past? Wouldn't you feel like you would want that? I mean, wouldn't that just be spectacular? I would love that. And that's why facing the unknown and simply coming into contact with things that you haven't before can be a great idea. Experience new things, because that way we can actually find out who we are and what we want based on the preferences of ourselves. when we kind of dive into those deeper things and experience life by jumping in the deep end and getting so much of the spectrum into our experience and just finding out what we want, what we don't want. Through doing that, we can find out what we choose to do and what we choose not to do. And there's a reason that I don't say find out what you should do when you should not do, because if you frame it that way, that can create imbalances, and if you don't do things that you should do, then you feel guilty. And I would rather use the word choose, because when you choose things, that empowers you because you're making choices, and that's out of freedom, and freedom arises from understanding and so on. But it's very important to have freedom and embrace it and make choices and live an amazing quality of life. Because that's what you're here for, right? If you're not doing that, why are you watching my videos? Anyway, make the right choice for you.